Welcome to my series of guides for combat achievements. We'll be looking at how to get the sub 54 second Vorkath time. This task is about a 7 out of 10 on the RNG required. You're looking at a 1 in 46 chance of success with this optimal method, although resetting runs with a slow start will speed this up. Skill wise, it's about 6 out of 10. It's a pretty quick fight and easy to memorize after a few runs. The Wooks walking may give some people trouble. The most difficult technical part will be the big switch into melee gear at the end. Well, let's get into it. Here's the gear you want to bring. Relatively cheap for a Grandmaster task with none of the big items like Twisted Bow. You can adjust your angler and gun thrust ratio based on your reset preferences. And here is the method. So you start by potting up as needed. Only drink the Super Combat and Zemi Brew at the end when getting ready to switch to melee. Then do 5 Dragon Hunter crossbow hits, 2 blowpipe hits, 1 Dragon Hunter crossbow hit, and then run to the south wall and get ready for the next phase. For acid, you do 5 half damage Dragon Hunter crossbow hits while Wooks walking, then 3 full damage Dragon Hunter crossbow hits. Pot up while doing this. Then do 2 claws, then do 2 lance hits. If done correctly, and Vorkath dies on the last hit, you get 53.4 seconds. You can't afford to miss any ticks for this method. For Frost, you can cast Crumble Undead on the spawn, then do 4 Dragon Hunter crossbow hits. Pot up while doing this. Then 2 claws, 2 lance hits, and 2 half damage lance hits while Wooks walking. If done correctly and Vorkath dies on the last hit, you get 52.2 seconds. You can miss ticks and still get all the hits in, but any ticks missed before the acid phase begins means more of your hits will deal reduced damage. This method is pretty straightforward, and you don't need to improvise or anything, you simply execute the method. Note, you should switch to Diamond Bolts at 250 HP. Acid phase is about 20 HP better than Frost phase, so if resetting, you can reset at 20 HP higher on Acid compared to Frost. I recommend resetting at 460 HP on start of Frost phase and 480 HP on start of Acid phase. I will now show an example of both phases. In this first example, we are going to do a run that ends in a reset, which will then lead into a good run that we complete. Just to show a procedure for resetting, as you can see here, I pre-pot and angler over 99 HP. Start by doing 5 Dragon Hunter crossbow hits. Cure anti-venom as needed. We now do 2 blowpipe hits. Now we do 1 last Dragon Hunter crossbow hit and run to the south tile. As you can see here, the damage was not very good, so we teleport to reset. We go to our house pool, get our stats back up, and then come back here. You'll notice that we do not have to pre-pot this time because we're already pre-potted and our potions are not wearing off anytime soon. But we do still eat the angler to go above 99. Now once again, we do our 5 Dragon Hunter crossbow hits. Damage looking much better this time. Do our 2 blowpipe hits. Then 1 Dragon Hunter crossbow hit. Get ready to Wooks walk. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits total. Now we do 3 full damage hits. And while doing this, we should get ready to pot up our melee stats and switch into our claws. I forgot to Zemi Brew here. Happens. Double claw, watching out for those explosions. Then 2 lance hits. And we hope we kill here, and we do. And we get the task completed. As you can see, there's a 53.4, just enough. Now we're going to show an example of Frost phase. In this one we do not get the time, but we do have a clean example of the method. The RNG just wasn't there though. So once again, start with 5 Dragon Hunter crossbow hits. The initial setup is the same as for Acid phase. Do have 2 blowpipe hits, 1 crossbow hit, and go to the south tile. Now Crumble Undead at the spawn. And you can just spam click because you're far away, so you'll perfectly run in when it's time. We'll do 4 Dragon Hunter crossbow hits. And be podding up your melee stats while doing this. Get rid of Claw, Double Claw. Get rid of 2 Lancets. And then 2 more Dream Walk Acid Phase. And if you don't kill by now, just teleport. I do 1 extra unnecessary lance hit. I should have just teleported at that point already, because it's already too late to get the time. I hope this guide was helpful. I will be releasing more combat achievement guides. With this first one, I'm still working on consistent formats, and with so many to make, I want to get the info out there fast, so I will try to keep these guides short and sweet for now. Some bosses will include budget setups where applicable, but I do want to avoid overcomplicating things with excess details. If you want to see more, please subscribe to know when I post more guides. See ya then.